Again, Carlton starting with behinds. 5 goals, 13. 18 shots to 10, and the Blues have only gained a 3-point lead.
Rowan Burke, who kicked that point, was one of the players who was instrumental in getting Carlton back into the game against North last week. Malin behind the pack, but Walsh in front, infringed against. No. The free kick going to Buckley against Bradbury, and 7th kick coming up to Mark Buckley, who's become a focal point in Carlton's attacking half. And not a good kick as he hooks it badly across goal. Duckworth, the man in front, and he takes the mark in front of Kenny Hunter, who did so well in the first half.
On to Nagel, who sees the opening and has a run. Hasn't been a bad player either. Folds now. Between half-back and the centre line. Shocking kick. Malin, has he got the pace? Nicely to Johnston. Over the top, gives Buckley the chance to atone for that shocking kick a moment ago. But he doesn't. And Carlton kicks its 3rd behind for the quarter. The Blues 5-14 to Essendon 6-4.
And the Blues leading by 4 points as the ball comes out to Weston, but it has to go back to Duckworth to wait for the flags to be waved. Back to kick off by Shane Hurd on this occasion. Upfield over the head of the Essendon player Nagel, who gets the free kick for a high tackle. Mervyn Nagel, a pretty good kick getter in the game, his 10th kick for the match, out to Brian Wood, knocked away by Marquezani. Marquezani interfering with Brian Wood, and a free kick to the Essendon winger, who had a pretty good first half. His 5th kick now, downfield, not a good kick. Darren Williams is there. Sheldon, the Carlton running player, into the full forward zone. Fitchburn can't pull the mark in. Hurd over the top of the ball. Hunter grabs him, and a free kick to Shane Hurd.
Not such a good hand pass. Put Folds under a bit of pressure, but he was good enough to pop it over to Weston. Weston out towards the half-back line. The umpires have been very firm on penalising players who even look like getting into the back of the man first to the ball. Kick. Shocking kick after a good mark. Nagel. Pushed in the back by Montgomery. And there have been heaps of these push in the back free kicks. And quite rightly so. Up to Wood. Is it Montgomery? Fitzpatrick holding his head. The Bombers now into attack. Out comes Danaher in front of Dool, who's been too good for the Essendon champion. And he did it beautifully then. No, it's holding the man. The umpire says that Danaher got a hand pass away. Dool thought that he'd let go of the ball, and that's why he applied the tackle. Fitzy in the wars. He tangled with Nagel and Merritt during the first half, and it looks as if he's tangled with somebody else in the second. Danaher just about within scoring distance. Nice looking kick. Forced through for a behind. Essendon's first score of the quarter. Carlton in front by 3 points.
Jeff Southby from the Carlton fullback position. Good kick. Brian Wood, good creative play again to Timmy Watson. Watson went to hand pass it to Williams, then decided to kick it himself, and just as well he did. Good pass to Bahagia, plays on quickly, shoots it into the Essendon goal. That's a good shot. That's a confident shot. And a goal to the Bombers. 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes into the 3rd quarter.
Well, a thrilling one for the crowd, but at the time I thought it was a poor bit of play by Bahagia to play on, because really he just increased the amount of pressure that he was under as he had a shot for goal. It could have been a set shot, but can't knock the end result. 7 minutes gone in the 3rd term, and Carlton losing the lead now after doing all the attacking at the start of the quarter. Johnston plays for the free kick and gets it just forward of the centre line. Lead from Buckley. Eventually goes towards Ditchburn. Nagel, good strong play. Hunter there to tackle. Back to Nagel it comes, rather fortunately. Sheldon. Nothing there for the Blues, and Folds takes the mark.
Folds on the full-back line for the Bombers. And the Bombers playing with plenty of composure. Folds has been a fairly effective player. That's his 10th kick for the match. Down towards the centre wing. Bradbury, good mark. Bradbury's done very well for the Bombers this year. He kicks it in towards the centre with his 8th kick for the match. And the Blues trying to get it into their attacking half. Taken here by Austin, and great play by Brian Wood to take the ball off his boot. Then he loses it, and Austin gets it again. Good play, Austin. Bradbury, another opportunity after that tremendous mark. He's out on the centre wing, and he puts the Bombers into attack with a beautiful pass to the half-forward line, and a sitter of a mark dropped by Madden. The ball out here towards the centre wing again, and there's Brian Wood. Dummies the hand pass, delivers it down towards the forward pocket and Danaher. Good play by Austin to knock it away. Dool is there. No one to back him up. Ezard's got it. Ezard tackled hard. Good tackle by Des English, the Carlton back pocket play.
And from the back pocket, English kicks towards the wing. Floating spiral punt. Fitzpatrick the knock on. No one there for Carlton. It was nice work by the skipper. Merritt first to the ball. Southby close behind, runs into his back. And Merritt takes the free kick behind the wing. He's kicked a couple of goals and done well, considering the pressure that he could have expected to have been under. Kick, beautiful mark, and nice delivery out to Wood. Two of the Bombers' big name recruits this year, combining well. Marquezani, oh, great tackle. Wonderful play by Marquezani. Wood still gets it off inside to Carey, who goes too far for Bahaja. Dool, ice cool in defence. Oh, and he's been a grand player for Carlton.
Dool now getting it out to the centre wing. There's Brian Wood again. Tackled by English. Taken by Wayne Johnson. Johnson, the Carlton star, on the centre wing, having his 12th kick for the match to the full forward zone. Ditchburn, back to Buckley, bad hand pass, and Duckworth relieves the pressure. The game is hotting up now in towards the centre. A chance here for Merritt. Knocks it back, giving an opportunity for Glenn Hawker. Hawker tackled by Fitzpatrick, but he didn't have the ball. And a good decision and a free kick to Hawker.
Half a dozen kicks only to Hawker. Goes to half forward. Out comes Danaher from the back. Chance for Merritt. Knocked it on well. Goes back to it. Played it nicely. Good tackle, Dool. Just about best of field. Bahaja lines them up. And goals. He's kicked the only 2 goals for this quarter. His 10th kick for the match. And he puts Essendon 9 points in front. Just over the 10-minute mark of the third term.
Well, Roger Merritt again, who's been a fairly good player for Essendon, figuring prominently in that passage of play, and he's certainly proving a key player in the good play of the Bombers in the match against the Blues here today at VFL Park. Fitzpatrick, beautiful ruck play to Ashman. Ashman out towards Glascott, knocked away by Foles. Chance for Buckley. Buckley tried to get it out to Kenny Sheldon. Maybe a kicking in danger there. No, picked up by Duckworth. Handball to Foles, gets another possession. Down towards the half-forward line. Austin's there, set to mark. Kink behind him, doing lots of work. Kink knocks it down cleverly. Taken hit by Williams. Williams into the full forward zone. Merritt again. Roger Merritt. This will be his 7th kick for the match. He's kicked a couple of goals, and he's done a lot of heavy work in this particular game, and considering the great pressure Merritt has been under this week, one can say that his performance today is certainly full of merit. 40 metres out, kicking for goal number 3. Long kick, fades away, and 1 point to the Bombers.
This has been a fine player. And so's this man. Out towards Burke. Hawker playing him closely. Good effective spoil. Williams diving onto it. Comes out with it and delivers nicely to Madden. Too far out to score. Forced to play on. Carey, Nagel. Nicely getting around Johnston. Ashman, oh, he should have marked that. He, again, was just a little bit half-hearted. Out to Marquezani. Oh, he took it too easily. Fortunately for him, Burke was there to lend a hand.
Rowan Burke now moving the ball out to Ken Sheldon on Carlton centre wing. Sheldon has time to steady. Play it down to Ken Hunter. Sheldon's been a good player. He's had 14 kicks. Hunter playing against 2 players here. Gets put down by Duckworth. Carlton allowed to play on. Sheldon's got it. Wide on the flank. Into the full forward zone. Glass got a chance to mark. Can't put it in. Buckley in front. snaps it through for 2 points. And a great goal to the Blues. 2 goals to Buckley. He's been a fine player. 9 possessions for the match, but good play there by Glasgow.
And it really looked as if the Essendon defence had that covered, as Glasgow couldn't quite take the mark, and they're in a position to force it over the line for a behind. They seem to overrun the ball, and Buckley was there to kick the easiest of goals. Carlton needed it after the Bombers had the better of the last 5 or 6 minutes. Seesawing match, this quarter going similar vein to some of the earlier phases of the game. Carlton spending a lot of time with the ball but finding it hard to score, and then Essendon converting. 14 minutes gone in the quarter. Carlton back to within 4 points. Madden beats Fitzpatrick. Carey just gets away from the Ditchburn tackle. To half forward, plenty up for the Blues, and Montgomery took the mark well. 15 metres against Bahaja. 2 former Western Australians tangling. And Montgomery, one of his few kicks, has had half a dozen. Up to half forward. Hunter up. Ditchburn appealing for the mark. But the umpire feels that Hunter had the first pair of hands on it. And it's going to be bounced between centre and Carlton's half-forward line.
Plenty of heavy work in that pack that developed there. No game for weak hearts out there, this one. And the Blues trailing by 4 points at the moment. Ball up on the centre wing. Fitzpatrick is there and knocks the ball down and gives it across to Malin. Malin's kick is smothered. It rebounds back to the Essendon half-back line, and it's kicked defensively down towards centre wing. Up behind is Roger Merritt. Can't mark it on that occasion. Chance here for Timmy Watson. Watson's a dynamic player. He gets it down towards Danaher. He's out in front of Dool. Great tackle, Dool again. The ball on the ground. Picked up here by Watson. Following through brilliantly. Watson puts it through the centre. And a magnificent piece of play by Tim Watson.
Mr. Mercurial. And he swoops. He really is great to watch. I'm sure his coach would like to see it more often. He's had 7 kicks in the match, which isn't a great return. So an answering goal to the Bombers, coming in just 30 seconds. Free kick this time to Fitzpatrick. And a lot of physical clashes in the ruck duels. Good pass to Marcoux up at half forward. Leads from Hunter and Buckley, but he goes long, which forces those two to double back. Buckley almost took a miraculous mark. Nagel, Hunter in close attendance. Well played by Nagel. Fine work, back to the centre. Harms running at the ball strongly.
Wayne Harms, an opportunity now to put the ball deep into attack. He hasn't had many kicks today, only about 3 or 4, down towards the half-forward line. Knocked away from Weston. Chance here for Bradbury. He's playing well in defence for the Bombers. In towards the centre wing. Taken here by Marcasani. Marcasani's got pace, a great player last week for the Blues. And a long kick in towards the 10-metre square. Buckley again, attempting to mark, and a desperate play by Buckley. Tries to get it back to Johnson and Sheldon. And Essendon forced the ball over the line. Maybe it was kicked off the ground on the full. And a free kick it is. Duckworth not happy. And a free kick to Kenny Sheldon.
Gives himself an improved angle and kicks just offline. 16 kicks to Sheldon. The margin 9 points. Carlton 6-15 to 9-6. So the Blues have had 6 more scoring shots. But, their conversion rate has been really poor. They normally set up so many easy goals. Duckworth kicks long. Carey. Hawker the chance now. Just gets the kick in time, but he was under pressure. Oh, Watson, beautifully done. Little back step out of trouble between 2 of them. Danaher just too far for him. Now English with 2 bearing down. And he hasn't kicked so well. Lands inside the line. Marcasani. Ooh, sloppy hand pass. He is very casual. Wood. Danaher. Well pressured. Harms. Austin and Carlton just squeaking out of trouble. Looked a bit nasty for a moment. Burke goes to ground. That was a good tackle. He's penalised for holding the ball, and rightly so. Good umpiring from Cameron. Free kick to Bradbury.
Bradbury on the Bombers half-forward line, in towards the forward pocket, down towards Glenn Hawker. 11 kicks to Bradbury, and now the whistle's gone.
Great mark to Austin. The umpire paying it. He was caught under the ball, and that was a super mark.
Rod Austin back in the Carlton team this week, an experienced finals player. This is his 8th kick for the match. Down towards the centre wing, looking for Fitzpatrick, his skipper. Fitzpatrick tries to knock it back, and he does, towards Ashman. Ashman to Glasgow is good. To Marcoux is even better. Marcoux draws the hand pass, and then kicks it, handballs it to Sheldon, in towards the full forward zone, towards Hunter, taken here by Walsh. Good defensive play. And the Bombers out of trouble as Williams kicks it in towards the centre wing. Fitzpatrick against Madden. Ditchburn coming in. Brian Wood is there. And over the top is Watson, who gets grabbed. And the Mercurial Watson gets the free.
From right on the centre line, goes towards Bradbury. Burke in front for Carlton. Bradbury appealing for the mark. Penalised for holding the ball. He was claiming the mark, although the umpire obviously had called play on. Malin goes towards the boundary line and passes well to Sheldon, who has been about Carlton's best player. Back to Malin, and Sheldon shepherded beautifully, and the pass now finds Ditchburn.
Ditchburn on the half-forward flank. And Kevin Sheedy has taken Brian Wood off the ground, replaced him with Clayton. The ball is taken here by Burke. Burke spears the pass in towards the half-forward line, and Buckley. Carey is there, fumbles at the crucial moment. Hunter tries to get the ball away to Marcoux. Over the top is Rowan Burke. He's tackled. Essendon playing grimly in defence. And the whistle goes again, with Burke not being able to get rid of it when grabbed. And it will be a bounce in front of the Carlton goal, 50 metres out.
Fitzpatrick, good clean knock, taken by Folds. Kicks under pressure, and bad miss by Ashman, who hasn't had a great day today. Malin forced to go the wrong way. Southby, long way up, misses a sitter. Hawker, Carlton making some mistakes. Good delivery from Hawker to Ezard.
Ezard, the young rover for the Bombers, moves the ball quickly towards Roger Merritt. Merritt's been a star in the game. The big fellow bounces once. A beautiful creative hand pass to Rene Kent. Rene Kent to Terry Danaher. And it's an easy goal for Essendon. Beautiful play and set up by Roger Merritt. And the Bombers go further ahead by 15 points, 20 minutes into the third quarter.
That's a nice break to the Dons. 15-point margin. 4-1 in this quarter. 21 minutes gone in the term. And Essendon getting on top. Madden to Bahaja, who kicked the first 2 goals of the term. English has to wait for it, which is never a pleasant experience when they're bearing down on you. Glasgow tripping in the slippery VFL Park conditions. Nicely done, Ashman to Johnston. Spearing pass finds Hunter out at half-forward. Too far down the ground to score. Carlton just falling down in attack, unable to put the finishing touches on their work up the ground. Hunter deliberate, but I couldn't see him making the distance. Mighty kick. Oh, great kick, but scores only a behind. 8 kicks to Hunter. He's kicked a couple of goals. And the Blues 6-16.
Third quarter, 21 minutes gone. And the Bombers coming out of defence now from that full-back line. Kick by Hurd on this occasion. Jones is there, but the man in front is Madden. Jones knocks it away, folds a hand pass out of the pack towards Cameron Clayton. Over the ball. Marquezani's there as well, and so is Glasgow, who threw the ball to Marquezani. I guess it was worth a try. And then Glasgow says, "What about my head?" Another free kick on the half-back line in towards the centre of the ground. A chance here for Merritt. Knocked away by Southby on that occasion. Malin is there. Last-minute inclusion on the Carlton side. Malin is going to get the free kick for being held, and he's in the centre. He kicks it further downfield, and this time he finds Marcoux.
In the centre circle. Twinkle toes, Marcoux. Big chance here. Sheldon, second grabber. And he's well within range this time. Major chance for the Blues to cut this lead. Top kick winner on the ground in the first half with 10, and he's increased that to 18. Goalless so far. Carlton really crying out for one here. Down by 14 points in a low-scoring game. And he's kicked atrociously. 6-17 to Carlton. 4 behinds to Sheldon. And they won't win this match kicking like that.
I can't recall such poor kicking by a Carlton team as we've seen here today. Hurd now putting the ball back into play. Big madness there, but a good mark taken by Rowan Burke. Burke out on the Carlton half-forward line has the chance now to put the ball back, and hopefully from the Blues point of view for them to convert into the full forward zone. Buckley is there and so is Hunter. Neither player able to get it. Cool play by Duckworth, and he gets it across to Foles, who's been a pretty solid defender. Kicks it down towards the centre wing. Chance for Austin to knock it away from Hawker. Hawker in there fighting hard to tackle Jones. Jones tries to get it to Austin. He's tackled by Clayton, and the whistle goes again, and a bounce to be affected out on the centre wing.
24 minutes gone. Marcoux first onto the ball. No chance of getting out of there. Burke, well done to gain 30 or 40 metres for Carlton there in a tight spot. Folds, pretty fair player. Good smother by Ashman. Ditchburn the kick forward. Here's a scoring chance. Buckley and Walsh. Duckworth. Walsh going to ground. And now a ball up close to Carlton's goal front, but Essendon really doing pretty well there to close it up as Carlton looked a bit dangerous.
The ball right near the Carlton goal. Ashman trying to get the crumbs, but good play here by Shane Hurd, and Hurd kicks the Bombers out of danger for the time being out to the centre wing. Taken over here by Darren Williams. Williams now putting the Bombers into attack over the head of Hawker down towards Roger Merritt. Southby there trying to come through. Merritt throws himself into the fray once again. Carlton defending grimly, and the whistle goes again as Wayne Harms emerges with the ball. And a bounce on Essendon's half-forward line. 25 minutes into the third quarter.
Jones, a two-hander, 2 Carlton players there, but they still didn't come away with it. Ezard up to the half-forward line. Harms first to the ball. Danaher close behind him. And Harms gets a free kick. Carlton leading the free kick count pretty well. They've been first to the ball for most of the day, but Essendon pegging them back actually in the free kick count. It's now 30-27. Harms kicks to the wing. Jones not getting a finger on it, but Marcazani at the back is the speedster. Goes long. He's a beautiful kick of the ball, and he hit the post. Blues just cannot take a trick. But Marcazani very dangerous as a wingman because he can kick the ball such long distances and so often beats the pack and scores.
Now the ball back in play again by Bill Duckworth, the Essendon fullback, straight down the ground towards the half-back line, and Carey's there, knocked away from him, but Carey beautifully gets possession and spears a hand pass out to the centre wing looking for Glenn Hawker. Hawker has time to steady and get it down towards little Ezard. Ezard met very hard by Montgomery, then Carey comes in to remonstrate with Montgomery. That was a little foolish. And Ezard a little sore and sorry as he is helped back to his feet. And behind play, Rene Kink not happy either.
Well, what hit me, he says. That was a nasty one, and Ezard can't take the free. Carey kicks to half-forward. Oh, huge leap from Merritt. English out to Johnston. Carlton out of trouble as Ezard still receiving treatment behind play. Walsh almost. Glascott penalised for holding the ball. Free kick to Walsh. Hand pass to Nagel, who's shown plenty of dash today. Ezard's okay. Nicely done, Nagel. To Watson. Essendon looking dangerous again. Clayton out on the half-forward line. Burns off his opponent. Lines up the goals. At the back for Harja. Oh, met by Austin. That was just about worth a free kick. Not paid. Throw in.
Well, things hotting up at this stage of the third quarter, almost three-quarter time, and the Bombers holding on to a 2-goal advantage, and they have the ball in attack. Knocked down for the Bombers towards Williams, And Williams looking for the high tackle, but the umpire says holding the ball, and the free kick for the Blues taken by Austin downfield. Wayne Johnson somehow got possession with that. Down towards Hunter, a long way up from goal. Chance here for Kevin Walsh, back onto his right foot, and then elects to handball it to Nagel, who's been one of the motivating factors in the Essendon good play in the game so far. Hand pass to Duckworth, who fumbles. Duckworth recovers well. Good pace by Duckworth. Out of trouble. Good play. Beats two Carlton players. Down to the half-forward line. And back to Rene King. Well, that's what any player looks for, to earn the hard ball and then to have it tapped off by a key forward. And Rene King. Only his sixth kick for the match, but it's a prolific kick by King. That's a great kick. That's a goal. Tremendous play.
And the Bombers.
Out to Wayne Johnson, and the Carlton team worked good. Getting it out towards Tim Watson. Kink coming in to Shepherd. Watson doesn't know where to go. Who's backing him up? Now Watson's clear. 40 metres out. This will be a great goal if he kicks it. Madden! Coming out as Southby can't pull the mark in. Kinker's there, tackled, a hand pass to Foles. Foles has time to steady, then he elects to handball it to Roger Merritt. Merritt running into an open goal, I think has done it again.
I think has paid the free kick. I'm not quite sure whether the umpire paid the mark or the free. Harms towards Hunter, who again beats two in the forward pocket for the Blues, who did all the attacking in the first 15 minutes of the match, but they've kicked very inaccurately from the outset. Madden, well sharked by Sheldon. Flying shot now. That's a good effort. Oh, it clipped the inside of the post. It deserved better. Buckley almost took a miraculous mark. Nagel, Hunter in close attendance. Well played by Nagel. Fine work. Back to the centre. Harms. Hawker the chance now. Just gets the kick in time, but he was under pressure. Oh, Watson, beautifully done. Little back step, out of trouble between two of them. Danaher, just too far for him. Almost 28 minutes gone in the last quarter. The match virtually over. Essendon dominating the last term with 5 goals to 1. Merritt again. Beauty.